Hey, Kim.
Hi, Niket.
So, one thing I've been wondering is that there's a lot of AI and there's a lot of agentic AI and the concept of I'm going to have an agent do shopping for me. There's a lot of push for that. So consider this scenario. Now, somebody wakes up in the morning, they want a running
hmm
shoe, they talk to their AI assistant and heard that I want a running shoe. The assistant already knows everything about them and goes ahead and places an order. So where is the brand in all of this? We've been used to building websites for customers where they have an opportunity to showcase. But what do you think is going on here?
Well, it's certainly a new world, right? In the good old days, which is still the current days, this is not something that's taken over everything. You could position your brand through marketing campaigns, ads, everything, and address the buyer directly. But that's no longer the case, at least not in this scenario, right? It's the AI agent you have to address. And so where's the brand? Part of it lies in the in the customer's already known preferences, and the AI agent knows those better than you do as a brand owner. And part of it also depends on how good are you at feeding the AI agents with your brand and make it trustworthy, make it the right choice, make it not just awareness, but making it the choice.
Well, so this is two-part, right? One is if it's my assistant, then I'm responsible for feeding it information and it's kind of doing that. And then the other is on the company side, the AI, if that's the interaction, that also has awareness of what the customer has done. But is the customer a customer now, or is it the agent is the customer and the companies are now trying to figure out who they're marketing to?
I mean, at least straight out, it's the agent that's the customer because it's the agent that does the research, it's the agent that finds the products and executes the commerce transaction, so to speak. But that doesn't mean that your that brand is worthless, right? Because again, if it's your AI agent, the agent knows something about you and it knows your preference. Let's say you have bought ASICS shoes before. Well, ASICS is a brand that is there it's in the context and in the AI agent's knowledge about you. But that's still not enough, right? Because if ASICS doesn't do a sufficiently good job of, you might say they have an existing position, a preference with the agent, but if they don't do that job well enough to position and to make themselves trustworthy and the right choice, well, they'll fall off. Then next time it might be Brooks or it might be New Balance or whatever other brand that comes up.
So, so in a way, the brand has to make sure that the information they have is presented in a way where an AI agent can consume and then um, you know, present it to the actual end consumer, right? That ways there is still clarity on what the brand is
Yep.
offering, and I'm sure people will still want discounts and everything, so those will still play a role because sometimes the decisions are based on the campaigns that are being
Yeah.
that are out there,
Pe-
specifically discounts, right?
People always want discounts, but you have to build your brands. But you're kind of now addressing both the direct and the indirect buyer, right? The direct buyer, which is the agent, but also the indirect, which is the actual end consumer.
Right.
And there are very few there are few brands where you can say they're not just brands, they're kind of like the name of a concept. I mean, around here where I live, people walk into a restaurant and say, I want a Coke, right? I mean, Coke is a nickname for Coca-Cola, right? But they may just, it may be a Pepsi, it may be a Dr. Pepper or whatever, right?
Mhm.
But Coke kind of covers the whole thing. That's an amazing brand value to have. But there are very few brands that are that strong in people's mind. And
Also, that's an opportunity if you can make your brand be such that AI recognizes you as the actual category, not just the specific product. That'd be awesome, right? All right, one.
definitely,
So one other question, and this will be my last question. So, do you think everybody is moving towards an AI assisted shopping, or are we going to see, the existing ones plus AI?
Um, I think AI certainly has potential. I don't think it's going to be a full shift. I think it's going to be it's yet another dimension of shopping. I don't know that I personally would just put full power in an AI agent's hands and say, "Hey, I'm sure you're gonna do it better than I do." Right? I mean, that's not my nature.
Right.
I think some people might I might do it for trivial stuff, right? Where I don't really care as long as I get this thing or the other. But as soon as something that is kind of more front and center for me, or let's say clothing or whatever, where it's a question of taste, I don't know how I would convey my taste to an AI agent. So I need to get options, but I would be the one picking that. But that's me, and I think that's how it's going to be. It's another just like okay, well, we got e-commerce. That's certainly a different angle than walking into a physical store and buying clothes. And it certainly has taken over a good deal of the market for both clothes and a whole lot of other things, but it hasn't replaced it. There are still stores. You still walk into stores, and the same here. It's another way of doing business. It's something you certainly can't ignore, but also don't get scared that that's going to be the only thing in, let's say, 2 years.
So to sum it, your message to the brands would be is to treat the agentic commerce and AI and as another avenue, another facet, right? That's another way
Yeah.
customers are going to interact, and it needs to be addressed. That's that.
Certainly, and I think it's also that there's a last twist on this is that you have to give as good a brand experience on your website as you do to the AI agent. It's not one angle is not just enough, right? So you can't show up fantastic in AI, and then if somebody goes to your website, because again, I would do that. I wouldn't necessarily just shop through AI. You can't give them a crappy experience there. It has to be at least on par because they have to felt taken care of all the way.
All right. So I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna follow up with you on very specific thing that you just said. Experience to the AI side of things as well, brand experience, right? But for
Yep.
now, I think this is awesome. Thank you for taking the time.
Thank you.
Right.
Thank you. It's pleasure. It's always a pleasure talking to you, Niket.
Oh, thank you.